Welcome to the test bed for Viki. I don't know if I said on the site, but I do want to let people know that the electronics for Viki are pretty much done. In the test bed here, we've got all the buttons working. We've got the major features working, like we're going to eventually have a handle that pulls down to choose a game. That's set up using a button right now. We've got joysticks, we've got trackball, we've got a spinner on here. One of the joysticks and the trackball are out right now. There's another artist that is working on that right now, but let me show you it work. So first thing would be on the concept art for Viki, there is two different sections. There is the control area on the bottom and then the large game screen on top. Now the control section, if you look really close, there's a blue window, a yellow window, and a larger red window. This is taken from the Time Machine itself. If you go to any Time Machine movie, they have these three sections. They are designated for the time that you're currently in, the time that you want to go to, and the time that you were just at. So whether you look at Back to the Future or the Time Machine or Time After Time or any of these movies, they will have these three sections. So we are lifting that and then bringing that into the video game world as our UI. And so it will be the game that you're currently playing, the game that you want to play, and the game you just played. So what I wanted to show you is kind of how this works for the selection. So we've got this spinner, and the spinner would operate for like Tempest or Star Trek or other games. And as I'm moving it here, it's moving the game selector. So it's moving on that little screen, that's the top right-hand window. And if you're using this for a game, what would happen is that once you pull the big lever down, it reverts the control back to the game. And then when you want to choose a game again, you grab the lever, and as soon as you grab it, then it's going to revert the control back to the UI for the game selector, and then you can move it like we're doing in this top right corner up there. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select Miss Pac-Man, and we're getting up there. Movie player, Miss Pac-Man. And imagine that you can pull the lever. Right now that's just hooked up to a button. So we'll do that. The wheel will spin on Viki, lights will flash. It goes through the time sequence inside the window there, and the game loads, and you can start playing. Anyway, you guys get the idea. These are the CPUs for Viki. When a lot of people build game machines, they usually have one CPU, and the single CPU is a very low power one, say like a Pentium 4. Because it's playing old games, you don't need high power for an old game. We went the other route, and the reason that we did is that we wanted to not only play the old games, but play new games. And not only limit it, just to games, but you can do just about anything. You can have 3D movies, you can have it be your jukebox. If someone wants to show digital content, they can use that machine and then use Viki as a picture frame for that content. So what's in this machine right now, this is the one that's playing the games, is an Evo machine. It's got a Core i7, 12 gigabytes of RAM, and a GTX 570 board in it. So that's enough to do 3D at full HD res. And we've tested, anything from like Pac-Man, Pong, whatever, all the way up to the newest games like Diablo, and it plays really, really well. Now this other machine, this is for the UI. We found early on that even the UI is taking a lot of horsepower. And so we couldn't use, like a Pentium 4 for this. We had to use a very high power CPU just to have the frame rates that were required to show our movie, to show our UI, and to have it be interactive.